Hey guys, my name is Samantha, or Teacher Sam, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of the companies I work with, Qkids. And right now we're in the classroom just so you can see what this looks like and get an idea of what it means to teach with Qkids. But today I'm just going to focus on the qualifications to teach with them and why. Why do you want to work with Qkids? Yeah, there's so much information. I thought it would be easiest to just start with maybe the most important part. Can you even work with them before I go into all the other details? So we'll start with those two things today, and then I'll keep putting out videos regularly, answering some more questions. Yeah, so let's get into the qualifications. So there are three things that you need to meet in order to work with Qkids. One, you need to be eligible to work in America or Canada. You don't have to be currently working, you just need to be able to legally work in either America or Canada. And Qkids also requires that you're currently living in North America, so the US or Canada. This is for internet purposes. So if you are traveling right now, if you live in Asia or Europe or anywhere else outside of America, not a good option for you right now, unfortunately. But yeah, so eligible to legally work in the US or Canada and currently living in the US or Canada. Number two is that you need to have a bachelor's degree. You don't need to have a bachelor's degree in English or education. It can be in anything. This is just for basically for paperwork purposes. The Chinese government wants to hire teachers that have a bachelor's degree. And number three goes along with number two. The government also wants to make sure that teachers are certified. So they ask for either a teaching license or a teaching certificate. So if you're a licensed teacher in America or Canada, awesome. If you're not, awesome, that's fine too. You can get a CELTA, TESOL, TEFL, ESL certificate, any of those. If you don't know what those are, that's totally fine too. I'm here to help walk you through that kind of information because a few years ago, I didn't know what that was either. Yeah, so if you don't have a teaching certificate and that's the only requirement you don't meet, then don't worry about that. Just get in touch with me and I'll give you your options for getting a certificate because they're really not too expensive. I know some teachers have gotten them for like 20 bucks. So you can find very reasonably priced certificates, and I don't think they take very long either. And you just do it online. So yeah, if you live in the US or Canada currently, if you can legally work there, and if you have a bachelor's degree, then yeah, feel free to get in touch with me and I'll help you with the teaching certificate part of this. So those are the requirements. Now, why Qkids? Why would you want to work with Qkids? I have taught with a few online companies. I also have a lot of friends that work for other online companies. So we're always comparing the things we like, the things we don't like. Because if you don't know this, there are hundreds and hundreds of ESL companies right now. Qkids is just one of them. So what I consistently hear about Qkids and what I've experienced myself is that they always pay on time. I've always received the amount I was supposed to receive. I've never had to ask for my money. Hey, I was supposed to get this much. I got that much. Or, hey, where's my money? So they're very trustworthy. They pay on time. They pay well. So it is an $8 base pay. So that's 8 US dollars for a 30-minute class. And you're eligible for two $1 bonuses for each class. So you can earn up to 10 US dollars for a 30-minute class, which is basically $20 an hour. I always get those $2 bonuses, those two $1 bonuses. They're very easy to get. Basically, one of them just means that you showed up to all your classes on time and you didn't miss any classes. And the second one says that you did a good job of teaching. yeah, so they're really easy to get as long as you show up, do what you're supposed to do. Um, you should be making $20 an hour. Um, yeah, so they pay well. Always get my money on time. There's good support, which is not always the case for other companies. So, in this platform, there's a messaging center where I can reach out to my coach, and basically anyone who becomes a teacher is assigned a coach. And that coach is there to answer any questions that you have, whether you're totally new or you've been teaching with them for years. They're always there. You just shoot them a message and they'll get back to you. There's also a whole team of people for when you're in the classroom and something goes wrong. Maybe you can't hear one of your students. Maybe a weird behavior thing comes up and you're like, I don't know how to handle this. Anything that comes up, you can just message while you're in the classroom. Just message them, hey, this is going on. Please help me. And they'll come in and they'll tell you what to do and help you sort it out. So the support is good. Um, I find that most of the students are pretty well behaved. Uh, yeah, I typically actually have fun teaching the students. Sometimes I'm faking it, sometimes it's just like, okay, keep smiling. Um, but I would say maybe 90% of the time, I'm legitimately having fun teaching my students. They're making me laugh as much as I'm making them laugh, and yeah, we're having a good time. Yeah, let's see. Oh, the cancellation policy and absences. One of my favorite things about Qkids, they are very lenient, they're very understanding, especially of situations like being a parent. You know, a lot of online teachers are moms. So if something comes up and you need to cancel a class, you have an app to do that, and you just click take off, and they'll cancel that class for you. You won't owe them any money. Obviously, you won't get paid for the class, but there's no penalty. You won't owe them anything, which isn't true of a lot of other companies. A lot of other companies will penalize you for taking off, especially under short notice. For Qkids, I tend to give them 24-hour notice, but I've heard that you can give as little as 5 hours notice. So if an emergency comes up, just hit take off in the app. If the app's not working, you always have people you can message. Hey, I need to take off. This came up, and they're totally understanding of that. Um, the minimum required hours is pretty low, which is nice. So you're required to teach 6 hours a week. That's 12 classes, 12 30-minute classes. Um, yeah, which is pretty low. Most people can work that around a part-time job, or if you're not working at all, right? And then you can add more classes. So I like that their minimum requirement isn't too high. It makes it good for me to work with my primary job and still teach a few hours with them. Oh, I had one more. Let's see, cancellation, money. I definitely had another one. Okay, maybe it'll come to me next time. Or if I think of it, I'll just add it in the comments of this video. Yeah, but that's just a basic introduction to what you need, what the requirements are for teaching with Qkids. Oh, and I should also say that, I mean, this should go without saying, but you need good internet to teach online. I believe they ask for I think it's around 4 megabytes per second, 4 up and 4 down, which if you have decent internet and you live in America, you definitely have that, so that's fine. And there's a way for you to test that. So if you're worried about your internet speed, message me, I'll send you a website and you can test it. Definitely need good internet. Yeah. But that goes without saying, right? You're teaching online. All right. Yeah, so those are the basic qualifications and why you might want to consider working with Qkids. So I will give you more info in the next video. If you have any questions for now, comment, message me, whatever it is you want to do. And yeah, and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye.